Hello, welcome to Bounty and Soul's Plant Powered Kitchen. My name is Lyric. I'm a program educator here and a local farmer. I am here with all my green friends to talk about some more creative ways to enjoy lettuce. We have such an abundance of local lettuce going out at our markets this week and probably weeks to come. It is lettuce season here in Southern Appalachia where we live, and we just want to highlight and throw some love to lettuce in all of its many forms. Lettuce is of course great to use as a salad base. You can check out my video posted on the Facebook page for 3 salad dressings using market box ingredients. But it's also so much more than salad. First of all, there's many different types of lettuce. There is essentially head lettuce and leaf lettuce. So this lettuce would be considered a head lettuce because it grows in this kind of tight little bundle, and you cut it at the base, and this is the whole plant right here. You cut it at the base and then you have the entire head. And then there is what's known as leaf lettuce, which is more like this, where you kind of cut up a single leaf and it doesn't grow as dense and tight as a head lettuce, so the leaves will be kind of all fluttered and flopped out, and then you cut off the leaves individually and you keep coming back and cutting more leaves as the plant matures. So those are the 2 main distinctions. You can use them similarly in certain ways, but there's also unique uses for both. Like this leaf lettuce, this is from my garden. This is great to use as a lettuce wrap. You can see it's larger than some of the other lettuces that we'll look at. And so you can really get quite a bit of food there. So when I say use it as a wrap, I just mean really any like rice dish, maybe like a tofu stir fry. If you use No Evil Foods, which is a plant-based meat that goes out at our markets, also local, you could use any of those ingredients to create kind of like a filling, like a burrito. You can think of this piece of lettuce like your burrito, and then you just lay it flat and you put your filling in there, and it doesn't have to like wrap perfectly like a burrito and you know, fold it or anything, but just put enough in there that you can kind of fold it up, maybe more like a taco, like a lettuce taco, and then you can eat it that way. It's a great low carb, gluten-free option. I can't eat gluten, so I wrap a lot of things in the lettuce, and it's a really great way to enjoy leaf lettuce. You can even do that with some of the smaller leaf lettuce. This is some beautiful lettuce that came from Dr. John D. Wilson Community Garden in Black Mountain, and you can see the leaves are, pulling off, are smaller on this one, right? But that doesn't mean that you couldn't use it. So here's the lettuce from my garden, here's the Dr. John D. Wilson, just different varieties. So this one's a little smaller, more of a curly leaf lettuce, but you could use it kind of like a cracker and just put like a small amount of like hummus and half of a cherry tomato, or something like a little more on the appetizer or hors d'oeuvre side of things. It's a really fun way to like present delicious fresh food for like a little garden party or just to treat yourself. And this head lettuce that we spoke about, it's very tightly bound in there, and it has some thicker, firmer stalks on the base of the leaf. So what you could actually do is to cut off this bottom part and then cut into the bases of the leaf and get those thick stalks, and then you could add those to a saute, just kind of right at the end to heat them through so they don't cook down too much, but you kind of have that like juicy, watery little crunch of like a firm lettuce stalk. You can also, this is true for all lettuce, but I especially love for head lettuce, the ease of chopping the tops off and then just adding that right on top of a dish. So I'll do that a lot with like a rice dish. I'll have a fully cooked rice dish, put it in my bowl, and then just throw on a sprinkle of like shredded lettuce. It's a really great way to add some fresh greens to get some crunch, some color, and some more interesting flavor in there. You can also add lettuce to smoothies. If you've heard of like a green smoothie, typically you would think of like a dark leafy green like kale or spinach, but you could also throw some lettuce in there kind of on top of those greens maybe to just add a little more juiciness. Lettuce has a very mild flavor, but then you're still getting all of the nutrition of lettuce. Lettuce has vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin K, vitamin B6, all sorts of vitamins, and so if you just get it into your food in any creative way, like throw it into a smoothie, you're still getting the benefits of that nutrition. something creative and fun that I like to do, having so much lettuce in my garden this time of year, is to make a lettuce-based pesto. This is also a great option if you don't love like a super strong herby pesto and you want maybe like a milder green base. Lettuce can be really great for that. So I'll show you guys this pesto that I made, but I want to introduce some of the other ingredients, which are garlic scapes. We have some of these going out at market this week, and they're kind of a little bit unusual. They grow in this kind of curly, crazy way, and so these are actually the developing seed heads of garlic. So I have garlic growing in my garden, and I went and cut all of these off because you don't want to allow the seed heads to develop fully, because that's going to be pulling energy and nutrients away from the bulb of the garlic that's developing and into the seed heads, which is not quite what I want, because I want to grow the bulbs. So you cut these off, and then they're totally edible, kind of like a chive or a green onion, but totally unique in having this mild garlic flavor. So these are going to be featured in my pesto that I'm going to show you, and they're also going out at market today. Also going out at market is some arugula. This is arugula from my garden, but we have some beautiful arugula going out at market today from Dr. John D. Wilson Community Garden as well. So arugula is a great way to get a little bit of that spiciness, almost herbiness into your pesto. Again, maybe if you don't have basil or you don't really like basil, what have you, it's great to kind of blend these new flavors like arugula, lettuce, and garlic scapes, and then it's all seasonal, and it all came super fresh straight from the garden. So let's check out that pesto. Here's a beautiful pesto made from lettuce, arugula, garlic scapes. I used pumpkin seeds, a little bit of salt and pepper, and a little bit of olive oil, and that's it. Traditionally, a pesto is not blended fully to creaminess. It's actually left a little bit chunky, like you can see here. So that's what I did. I like it that way. So you can find that full recipe in the description of this video. We have other pesto recipes on the Bounty and Soul website as well, and lots of other recipes highlighting all the beautiful food that comes from market. Another fun idea with pesto that I want to point out is a great way to, like, if you make a big bulk batch of pesto like I like to, you can then pour it into an ice cube tray and freeze it. And then pop out those ice cubes, store them in a freezer bag or a jar in the freezer, and then you have these small servings of pesto. You can pop, 2 or 3 into a meal that you're cooking, and it's already prepared, already blended, ready to go, and that'll keep for like a couple months, and so that's a great way to stock up on your pesto. Some other ways you can enjoy lettuce for like really firm head lettuces. I know some people will chop them and grill them or broil them. I would love to hear if any of you have experimented with that. I'd also love to hear your creative ideas for enjoying lettuce beyond salads. So we have wraps, we have pesto, we have throw it in a smoothie, we have maybe grill it, we have shred it up, chop it real fine, throw it on top of just about anything that you're eating, like a warm cooked dish with just, a little dash of lettuce on top is really wonderful. You can also put shredded lettuce or whole leaf lettuce on sandwiches, and many more recipes, I'm sure. So I would love to hear from y'all, and I am really excited for you to enjoy this beautiful abundance of local lettuce. Thank you to Dr. John D. Wilson Community Garden, Warren Wilson College Garden, to Root Cause Farm, to so many home gardens that are donating beautiful lettuce and things of that nature. So I look forward to cooking with you again soon. If you have any questions, you can reach out. My contact is in the description of this video.